time for an all new episode of Monday Coffee with the Doll. Are you guys ready? This episode is gonna have some major tea. Major tea. You know why? Because shit just kept popping off and I wasn't ready for it. I went in this week thinking that I was going to do an episode about salty girl interactions where I talk to you guys about the kind of more negative side of what it's like dealing with negative personalities for women and how we need to knock it the hell off. Also, a CBD company decided to come at me this week, and of course I had to share it with you. Yeah, so sit tight because this episode gets a little messy, but I think it talks about some really real things. You know what I mean? Also, I'd like to say, as much as I would like you guys to defend my honor, please keep in mind that I can handle my own business. Please do not go out of your way to go after anybody I talk about in this video, and remember to keep spreading the only way the doll fam acts, and that is in kindness and accountability, but always kindness first. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I hope your coffee is piping hot, and I hope that you enjoy the ride. So here's to us. What's up, guys? It's Monday. I'm sure I just greeted you with a welcome back to an all new episode of Monday Coffee with the Doll. So I didn't really have any direction this week. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't really have a topic. I have a project that I want to do and I have some photos that I want to do, but I didn't really have like any real direction. And then I got online. And you know, as frustrating as social media can be and the negative energy and the negative, like, just all around negativeness, I don't think I could say negative enough about how negative social media can be. Sometimes that negativity can inspire you to do something or to create something positive, to help others, to make a difference. And that's what getting on social media Monday means to me. It means fuel for taking negative shit that other people put out into the universe and turning it around, putting some doll fam love in it and putting it back out into the universe in a more positive way. That's what we do here. So that's what I'm talking about this week. We're going to be talking about different times I've experienced women who make big claims about being positive towards other women and empowering towards other women, and they like to preach a lot about how all women need to build up other women and how they've like struggled and how hard they have it and how they want to fight against it, but then turn around and are total hypocrites and bully and bash and abuse other women that they just personally have decided, I don't like them. I don't like her. I don't like her. So in my mind, she is allowed to be a target. I'm allowed to abuse her and bully her and talk shit about her because I've decided that she's the one that I can't stand. So I'm going to ignore all the shit that I preach on a daily basis about how we shouldn't do that to women as women. And then I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to use all of my friends who cheer me on and tell me my behavior is acceptable to then use against anybody who calls me out for said bad behavior. So if anybody holds me accountable to this, I'm going to let them know that I have this squad that's cheering me on as a bully, and because they're validating and justifying my bad behavior, I'm going to pretend like you're wrong and you're the bad guy for calling me out. I've dealt with that a lot in my life. So that's what we're talking about. And we're going to discuss why it's not okay and why we need to stand up against it. So it's Monday. Let's see if I can use all old experiences and not anything new added this week. Alright, so it's still Monday and we already have something new added this week. So when I woke up this morning, I went immediately into my news feed, and you know what I saw? I saw a whole bunch of women talking shit about another woman who decided to get plastic surgery on her face. Yeah. Now granted, this woman definitely does not look the way that she did when she first started. But she has a right to choose to do things to her own personal image that you don't agree with. Like, that's okay. You don't have to agree with it, but you don't get to talk shit about her because it's a choice that fit her life. Do You know what I mean? And I see that a lot. I see a lot of women who support and talk about embracing the girl on girl movement, well, not that one. We support that one, but that's not the one we're talking about. I'm talking about just like girls supporting girls, girls loving each other. And then for some reason, plastic surgery seems to be the one topic that triggers a lot of women into totally ignoring all of that. Like, for some reason, there's a lot of women out there who, as soon as they hear or see a woman got plastic surgery, it like turns them back into that mean girl that thinks she has a right to judge and condemn and shame another female for her own personal choices about her body, about her image, about who she represents out into the world. That's her choice, right? But for a lot of women, that's just not allowed. It bothers them for some reason. All of a sudden, they think that they have the right to tell women that they don't love themselves, they're a bad role model, they clearly have problems with like body dysmorphia, and they try to find all of the reasons to validate why it's okay for them to hate on these women who got plastic surgery, when really, they're just being a Karen. They need to go eat a Snickers, and they need to leave all these other women alone. If you want to get cosmetic surgery on something, whatever your reason is your personal choice. It's your personal reason. 100%. And then there's always the argument of, well, if they're a celebrity, then they are role models to our children and this and that. And we have to correct that. No. You need to filter what your child is exposed to. If your child is exposed to things through celebrities that you don't agree with, then you don't let your child feed on those types of things that you don't agree with. That doesn't mean you get to shame and bully and talk shit and talk down to another female because that choice fits her life and she didn't make it for the benefit of your child to begin with. Like, we have to stop trying to pass this off as, well, everybody needs to keep in mind everybody else, when that's not true. There's things that are specifically only effective to us, and that's not your business in that area. It's not your business who people marry. It's not your business who people love. It's not your business what people eat for breakfast. It's not your place to tell a woman she can't get a boob job or a lip job or a nose job. It could be for pure cosmetic reasons. It could be for health reasons or medical reasons. Like, whatever their reason is, it's their reason, it's their body, it's their choice to make. And it's okay for you to not agree. You don't have to like plastic surgery or support what you personally think plastic surgery represents for you or your child, your little girl, your little boy, your little whatever. You don't get to make that choice. You get to make the choice to not live that life yourself, to not do it yourself. That's all you. But your opinions and your choices shouldn't be pushed on somebody else or make somebody else feel bad because they don't align with what you think and what you believe. There's a lot of women who I personally follow, who I followed before they got cosmetic surgery and after cosmetic surgery, and they've been very transparent and open about it the whole time. And they are just as inspiring, strong, confident, very specifically confident before and after. Like, there was no difference. Like, as I fed on their content and followed their content through that process, through that journey, it wasn't like they were this sad, unhappy person and then cosmetic surgery fixed everything. And it wasn't like they, hated themselves before. They were confident, strong, brave, bold, inspiring, creative, beautiful, amazing women. And their choice to do that was just a choice that they made, and it's going to affect their life. And I still love them and support them irregardless. I think they're still amazing, and they're still doing all the same badass shit as ever. So trying to say a woman hates herself or it's a bad representation to other women to get cosmetic surgery and you're shaming her for it, then stop talking about how you encourage and love and embrace supporting other women, because you're a hypocrite. It's the same thing. We don't get to pick and choose. You don't get to attack other people for, say, for instance, picking on somebody's weight and say that's wrong. It's their body. You don't get to tell them what makes them beautiful. You don't get to do this. You're this, you're that, and then be like, Oh my god, I can't believe she's gotten so much work done. She probably still hates herself. It's apparently, I guess you just, as long as you have a lot of money, you can be beautiful. So what does that mean? Does that mean she was ugly before? So her outer image is what you're focusing on? Who gives a fuck? Who is she? What does she represent? What does her voice, what kind of impact does her voice say? Because I don't care how much plastic surgery she gets. I don't care how she decides to alter her image from its original state to what she is now. We don't shame women for getting tattoos. And that's a form of style expression and expression of art. It's very, very important that I think that as long as people are healthy mentally, it's no different than being a different size. Like, as long as you're healthy mentally and physically, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of people who are a body type that are 100% healthy, and people want to talk shit about them, but they know their body, they know they're fine, they know that the way they look on the outside isn't what somebody may be saying about them, but it's still damaging, it's still hurtful. Cosmetic surgery is not toxic. I think that in moderation, like anything, it can be harmful if not balanced. If you don't go into something with a mental like stability and you're doing it for reasons that you have talked about, you've looked into it, you've researched it, and you're not doing it for toxic reasons for your own mental state, your own health and wellness, that's the only thing that needs to be considered. That's where our focus needs to be. Is this person mentally healthy? Do they have a good support system? Are they being loved? Are they receiving, confident building affirmations from other people? Like, is this a mental thing that we need to worry about in our loved one? And then have a discussion with them. You don't shame them. You don't automatically say, well, she clearly hates herself, that's why she's getting plastic surgery. No, stop thinking you know somebody's reasons for everything. So, but this is just Monday. That's what I have to say. I think that plastic surgery can be dangerous for some people that have obsessive issues, for people who have addictive issues, for people, just like anything else. It can be toxic for certain people, but you don't get to decide. You don't get to pick and choose, and you don't get to just put it on somebody because you don't agree. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I love your faces. Let's hope this week doesn't get any crazier with the hate from girls. Girls can be assholes. This is such a shit show. I don't even know where to start. So it's Tuesday, and Tuesday has proved to be incredibly infuriating and challenging. And before I start, I think that it's really important for me to say that as an influencer, I really take what I do seriously. It's something that's made my passion and the things that I have passion for, like makeup and style and hair and trying new things that, cater to these passions that I have, these hobbies and things that I enjoy, right? So the fact that I get to be an influencer, even on a smaller scale, in my opinion, I really take it serious. And I think that people like myself that are influencers, that have platforms, should practice, keeping the followers and people that trust them as influencers safe from companies and people that are scammy and just all around gross, right? So with that being said, when I work with companies and brands and share product reviews and things with you guys, it's because it's something that I have an honest interest in, like, enjoy, use, trust, or believe in. I'm not just pitching products because somebody said, hey, we'll give you X amount of dollars to tell people that our product is great and changes your life. I don't do that. You can ask the Sticky Bra people who tried to pay me to post a fake pre-written review. That's just not what I do. even when money's involved. And you would think that's hard because everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to be paid. What's the harm in just saying that you like a product that maybe you've never even used? Well, the problem is that you're telling people who trust you, who have somehow found a connection with you through your online presence, that something is what it isn't. And that's a lie. And I don't lie. I don't like lying. I don't like people who lie. I got a divorce from somebody I thought I was going to spend my whole life with because I despise lying. Some of you who watch my channel might not know what an influencer is or what they do. Basically what that is it's a person who's on social media who tests and reviews products and then tells their followers about them and shares that brand knowledge with their fans. Now the fact of the matter is that that's a job. Some people don't like that that's a job. Some people think that it's a joke, but it's a job. In 2020, being an influencer is a job, just like being a YouTuber. And if companies and brands don't respect influencers who are a big part of promoting, backing, trying, testing, and putting out, basic knowledge of what people are going to think about a product, it's huge. It's a huge part of brands these days. Lots of them do it. Big ones, small ones. I've worked with big name cosmetic companies like Urban Decay, and I've worked with really small home-based businesses who are still working out of their homes. Either way, these companies hire people like me to send their product to get real results, real test reviews, real reviews, period. That's what we do. Sometimes we get paid, sometimes we get paid in product, sometimes we don't get paid at all. It depends on the terms and conditions. But being an influencer is a real thing. And I take it serious. And I think that it's important for me to protect my followers from brands who might be trying to use my brand to get them to think that they're trustworthy when they're not. I don't take kindly to this. And today, I've decided I'm going to talk about an experience and a situation I recently went through as an influencer because it ties into women shaming other women and treating them like total garbage because they think they're better. So sit tight. This tea is hot and it's about to get super messy. So because I take my job serious, I take the health and wellness of people serious. After the end of the day, it's like, how do I trust somebody with that claims to have my health and wellness in mind as a customer? Because that's what I am as an influencer. Basically, I'm the guinea pig customer, right? It's my job to be the guinea pig, to test this, to try it, to see what it's like, and then to tell all you guys about it. Well, here's my review for CBD infused water sold by Access CBD. I just want to say, I don't have a problem with helping people out for free. I do it all the time. The majority of the work I do, I don't get paid for. It's just how I roll. I've talked about it numerous times. My problem here was that I told this company that I couldn't work with them right now because I'm breastfeeding and it's not safe for my child, possibly. There's no 100% facts. But that I can't work with them right now. And if in the future that changes and I'm not breastfeeding and I have time and we can work something out, I'm more than happy to support a brand and a company that's CBD positive, that's all about hemp, it's a women-run business. That's my thing. I want to support women who are spreading the goodness about CBD. I'm all in, right? Yeah, of course. That sounds like great. I wasn't too keen on them posting a comment after I declined working with them, telling my followers to go buy their product and putting their website link. Didn't like that. We're not working together. Don't try to then move forward and continue to use my platform to benefit and to make a profit off of. Especially off of my doll fan members who I love and would protect at all costs. Yeah. again, didn't think that I was going to get a return email. But boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. Are you ready for this? You're not ready. I got a return email to me asking them to please, since I've declined working with them, to please don't post spammy comments. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know they always look like a bot posted them. They post them under lots of people's profiles that have any type of following because it's easy advertising, right? You're like skimming people's followers, and that's what you're doing. I personally don't agree with it. I think it's gross. I think it's a gross business tactic. If you want to work with somebody, contact them, which she did. Awesome, no problem. But then when I declined for very valid reasons, they proceeded to then try to use me for free, which I don't like. Like, this is my job. This is what I do. I work really, really hard around the clock to do my job. And when people are like, well, you have a big following, yeah, because I worked for almost 10 years developing something that people want to support and follow. It's not because I was just like, I mean, I've talked to you guys. I could have bought followers. I talked to you guys about that like 2 weeks ago. Like, that's a thing. I prefer to do things organically and honestly and take care of the people who trust me as their influencer that they follow. So after I cleared up the confusion about what I was talking about, this person responded to me as such. Aren't you a porn star? We don't want to affiliate with your kind anyway. Thank you. What the? Yep, that's right. This company that prides themselves on being woman and female based decided to try and slut shame me by using a very professional form of sex work as an insult. Yeah. Wasn't that sweet? Wasn't that so like empowering? Didn't she just like totally empower me as a woman? Yeah, crazy. Hey, Access CBD. It's the porn star. Well, I haven't gotten my official feature yet, but you know, OnlyFans is making it possible for stay-at-home moms like me to live our professional sex worker dreams if we want to. So, keep your hopes up. I might be able to make you proud. Hey guys, we made it to Friday. I think that I feel like I'm not doing well this week. I feel like I just feel exhausted. I feel tired. So I'm just kind of getting wrapped up in everything. The world is in chaos, and the world is in chaos for good reason. Well, it's not good reason, but it's understandable to an extent. Some of it's not understandable, but it's a fucking mess. So we can all agree on that. But I wanted to share one more story with you guys on the topic of women shaming other women and how toxic and how damaging it really is. And I feel like I couldn't make this video and put it out if I didn't include one of the most disgusting displays of female on female just shaming and disgust, if I didn't share the story about one of our local real estate agents who not only sexually, just listen, it's gonna blow your mind. So there's a local real estate agent where I live, and I really, you know, like when you're trying to think about how to describe somebody, but then you have that saying pop up in your head where it's like, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. And I don't have anything nice to say. But what I am going to say is that this person is 100% the type of woman that makes other women really hate themselves. Like, this is the type of woman that finds joy in belittling others that she thinks she's better than. And I know about this woman because she's a local real estate agent, and she is very entitled and very self-absorbed, and is just the type who's had everything handed to her. So she thinks that she can just take and treat and talk to, and she's not a good person, unfortunately. And I've never met this person in person, but it was brought to my attention a few years ago that this woman had made a post on Facebook after she took a picture at a local family bowling alley in our community. So she took this picture and she posted on her social media solely for the fact of mocking this woman that might not have even been a woman, but we'll get to that. But to mock the person that she took a photo of. So she was out in a public space, saw a person in a vulnerable position, took a photo of that person without their knowledge, and then posted it on her Facebook so she could laugh, joke, mock, ridicule, and bully this person that she had seen out at this family bowling alley. The problem is that this person was another female. It was an upskirt shot that she took of when this girl bent over to pick up her bowling ball, and there's a good chance that this person was underage. Yeah. So when I say it was an upskirt shot, it was such an upskirt shot that I couldn't even share the photo without censoring it. That's how uncomfortable. Like, for me to share it, I would have been ashamed of myself for putting that girl's whole backside out for the public to see when she didn't even know that it had been taken of her. Okay, this girl was bending over. She had a pair of shorts on and she was bending over to pick up her bowling ball, and let's just say the shorts didn't leave much to the imagination. Okay, they were very short, and when she bent over, it was are you with me? So if she bent over, all of this area right here, yeah, so that area was in direct view of the camera, and this real estate agent knew this, and that's why she took the photo. And all of the comments were basically saying that this girl knew when she left the house in those shorts that you could see her butt. Therefore, somebody taking a photo up her shorts without her knowledge or consent to then post basically her entire booty and hoo-ha area all over the internet. And it was okay, because when she put those shorts on, she then forfeit being treated like a human being, right? That's what that means. That's what the comment feed stated. Pissed me off. I was so angry. Well, this real estate agent is quite known in our community. Here's the tea. Okay, this real estate agent is known for basically using her sexuality and her femaleness and the imagery of being a boss bitch who is all about, being a career woman and working and this, that, that type of mentality. Totally fine. I 100% support that. I support women. Her slogan is, "Let my hustle blow you away," and her billboard is very boudoirish, low cleavage shot. Okay, let me say this, that's just a description. It's what it says. It's a description of the photo. I have no problem with either. I think women have a right to use their sexuality however they want. It's their right. Does it mean that it's okay? Does it mean that it's, I don't know. I mean, that's going to differ depending on who you're talking to. But personally, if you want to build your brand and image around that type of energy, you have a right to do so. More power to you. If people like it and people agree with it and people are drawn to that type of marketing, then clearly some people like it. And the people who don't like it won't hire you. Again, irrelevant. I don't really care. What I find crazy is that this person is okay with marketing themselves like that, but then will shame another female for wearing shorts too short out into public, so that means that it's okay for her to be sexually harassed by you and all of the people on your Facebook page because you decided to take a photo of her when she wasn't looking, bending over, and I thought it would be good fun to have a laugh with all your pals about it. And I wasn't okay with this because, first of all, that's really hypocritical. Secondly, I'm pretty sure this person was a minor at that. She looked very young. She looked like a teenage girl. The way she was dressed, her all in all appearance from the back, because I don't know who this person was, what her face looked like. Thank God that her face wasn't in the photograph. But it was really inappropriate. The type of photo that it was so wrong to take of somebody. It really was no different than, I don't know if you guys remember, a little while back there was some type of celebrity, I can't remember what she did, but she took a photo of another woman in a state of undress in a gym and posted it on her social media to mock this woman's body type in the gym, like bathroom area, locker area. I think she might even have been in the shower. This woman was nude, but it was a vulnerable nude shot of somebody's private body parts that you wouldn't just go, hey, can I come up to you and will you bend over real quick and let me take a picture? Like, it's not like saying, hey, your outfit's really cute, can I take a picture of it? I've had so many people come up to me and say that, your outfit's really cute, your hair's really cute, can I take a picture of it and show my girlfriend? And I'm totally cool with it. I would never come up to a woman and be like, your shorts are so short that I am going to take a picture of your vagina when you bend over so I can then show all my friends on Facebook what a whore we think you are. And I was just mind-boggled that she thought that this was okay. What's even worse is that when she was called out for it, she continued to make excuses for her behavior. That it was totally acceptable for her to do that. That it was just a joke, it's no big deal. Just a joke, no big deal would be, oh my gosh, we went to the bowling alley and there was a girl there and her shorts were so short that every time she went to bend over and pick up a bowling ball, you could literally see everything, and we kept trying not to look. We wanted to think, should we tell her, should we say something, should we not, should we this, is it girl code? Like, that's like a situation that maybe you tell somebody, but to take a photograph of her when she's not looking, when she's bent over, and then to put it on social media for everybody to mock and make fun of on your friends list is disgusting. It's gross, especially when you use your sexuality to get clients. How is that any different? How is that okay? It's not. So, for a while there was like a whole bunch going around in local groups here and all kinds of crap, and people were talking about it, and unfortunately this person, instead of saying, oh my gosh, what was I thinking, you're right, nothing, there was no remorse. It was telling all her friends that she was being bullied, harassed, and picked on for not any reason at all, and she was sending those people to talk shit to anybody who was talking about how horrible what she did. So those people were sent to troll people holding her accountable for her behavior and to help victimize herself. They were her knights in shining armor. They were all men for the most part, defending what she did to another possible minor at a family bowling alley. What? Her way of getting rid of it was to just delete the post and pretend nothing happened. Not because she felt bad, not because, you know, she was rethinking anything. She still to this day continues to victimize herself in that situation, and it's awful. It's awful. You don't get to use your sexuality to benefit from and then try to shame other girls if they might be wearing something that you've decided could be seen as too sexual. What? And the whole argument of, well, she left the house in shorts, so she knew that people were going to be able, she wanted that attention, she this, she that. Let me tell you, I put on a pair of shorts before that while standing up are completely appropriate, but if I were to bend over, yeah, they're shorts. If you bend over, you might be able to see more than you could when you were standing up. That doesn't mean I'm like, hey guys, I'm wearing shorts. I want you to sexualize me. I want you to sexually harass me. I want you to take a picture of what you can see of my vagina when I'm bending over trying to pick up a bowling. Like, what is wrong with you? In no world is any of that acceptable. A girl should be allowed to leave the house in shorts without having another female decide that it's okay to judge her because she thinks it's classless or tacky to wear a pair of shorts that short in public. So that means you're allowed to be sexually harassed and allowed for me to make an object of on my Facebook page for all my friends to mock. What? Let me tell you, I've seen people out in public where, like, immediately your mind is like, whoa, that's crazy. And your brain automatically is like, I need to take a picture of that and capture it, because we're all so programmed to do that. Take a picture of something, post it on social media, talk to everybody we know about it. But you don't actually go through with it. Like, if your brain says that, okay, but then at that point you start to make that decision. Is it a good thing to do to somebody or a bad thing to do to somebody? If it's a bad thing to do to somebody, you don't continue to go through the motions of that action. You're just like, whoa, crazy, I'll just have to tell people about it later. That's fine. But you don't get to take a picture of a girl's basically vagina hanging out of her shorts when she's having a wardrobe malfunction so you can share it with all your buddies online. Ew. Ew. I fought all day about this online. This is why I don't get involved in things online. Literally, it's all my time, all the time. I'm still dealing with this Axis CBD Flourishing Holdings company who thinks it's okay to use me for pre-publicity while also trying to shame me for being a porn star. Like, it's not what I do. But I was 100% invested in defending this girl's honor online. Because not only did she not know somebody took a photo of her and had it in their possession, but she was all over Facebook. Thankfully, this woman decided to take it down because not because she felt sorry or regretted it, but because she didn't want people attacking her anymore. She's still the same person, behaving the same way, doing the same type of thing, and I will always be there to put women like her in check. So we got to defend our girls. We got to stand up for each other. We can't let these, like, snake in the grass type of women who pose as female empowerment, like, staples in our generation, but really they're just toxic. They're just toxic. Yeah, she doesn't like me now. Yeah, she doesn't like me. I'm okay with her not liking me, because unfortunately there is no room for people like her at the Doll Fam table until they admit that they were wrong and they genuinely apologize, which from this person I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But yeah, it was gross. It was gross. I cannot stand women who, it's so hypocritical to me. It's kind of like I see a lot also girls who will talk shit about models who do like nude shoots, or they sell nudes, or they have OnlyFans, or they do any type of nude sexualized content. It's not like artistic nude. It's meant for, you know, sexual fantasy purposes, and that's their choice and for them to do, and I 100% support them in that. I have so many model friends who do that, and if like a guy comes to me and he's like, do you do nudes? Like, ask, do you sell nudes? Which in today's world isn't crazy. I'll tell them, no, I don't, but I know these girls who have websites that you could support. Like, why not? Like, why not support girls who are comfortable and confident in doing that? But then you have the women who will talk shit about that, who also are models, and do it secretly and act like they're better than. They'll try to hide it. Like, I'm going to just do it a little bit, but I'm going to keep this one like little element that makes it different, so I can still act like I'm better than the girls who do nudes, even though I'm 100% still using my sexuality to profit off of, but I still want to be able to act like I don't and shame the girls who are comfortable. Like, just be honest. Just be honest. Like, that's garbage way to treat people. That's a garbage way to be. Like, no. And that's what this person was doing. It's okay for me to use my sexuality to make money. But if this woman wears shorts out in public that might be slightly provocative, we're going to shame her. We're going to mock her. We're going to make fun of the fact that she chose those and that she knew exactly what she was doing, so she deserved it. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. It was a lot. So. Man, I am a mess. I'm a mess. You can tell that this week definitely kicked my ass, to say the least. In some ways. Most ways. I'm exhausted. So, it's time for Doll's final thought. I'm not gonna lie. This week definitely wore me out. I think I was already tired from last week. So coming into this week, I just wasn't 100% there. You know what I mean? I've come to the conclusion on a lot of stuff this week, and unfortunately one of the conclusions is that sometimes you just are gonna have to let people be shitty. You know what I mean? And one thing that I also know is that some girls they're never going to be the type of girl that girls like me hope that they can be. You know what I mean? Dealing with the lady with the CBD company is infuriating and frustrating, and mostly because there's just no reason for that behavior. You know what I mean? I've decided that I'm going to put out a video talking more about that subject. I think that one of the issues that a lot of girls, young girls, guys, anybody who is into the same stuff that I am as far as being an influencer goes, and a lot of people want to be influencers. A lot of girls message me and they're like, we want to be influencers. We want, how do you do this? What are tips? What are that? And I think there's a big misrepresentation on the internet about it. Like, it just looks like you get sent free stuff and it's so fun, and you take pictures and you try it and you post it, and then these companies share you, and you know, everybody wants to be an influencer, everybody wants to be a beauty blogger, but there's some downsides. It can be really stressful. You can end up dealing with some really shitty companies who their main goal is money. It's money. And unfortunately, people can be really dishonest. You know, they can be really dishonest. They can solely care only about what they have to do to keep making that dollar, to as long as they have this perception and this illusion of being a good business or a good brand, they don't really care if they are, as long as people think that they are. And that's how it is with girls. I can't tell you how many girls I've dealt with that have the horrible mindset that I've shared with you guys. The ones that think it's okay to shame other girls for being too sexy or not being sexy enough. There's the girls out there who think that they somehow have the right to talk down on and make jokes and pick on other girls because it's just a joke. Like, why does it matter? Because it matters. Because sometimes we have to, as girls, keep in mind that even if we're confident and strong and okay with brushing our shoulders off and not letting people get to us, there's still a lot of girls out there that don't have that strength yet, that need us to be that voice. Like the girl whose butt was taken a picture of by the real estate agent. She needed somebody to be that voice because she didn't even know that somebody had taken that photo of her vagina, when she wasn't looking, because she was trying to bowl. She was trying to, you know, get a split. That's probably not the best term when talking about vagina pictures. But, you know, I think that unfortunately we have to learn that there's girls out there that it doesn't matter how much we try to walk in love or be kind or be like, hey, you don't have to be that way. We can all be friends. We can all help each other. We can all build each other up. There's some girls out there that just don't have that mindset, and they're never going to have that mindset because there's a lot of things. Like, there's some people are just assholes. Some people are just gross, selfish pieces of shit. That's just facts. And then there's some people that have a lot of other things going on mentally and in their past and in their life that turn them into people that just you can't reach. And sometimes you just have to respect that and move on. I would love to have cleared things up with the CBD company and been able to embrace and help a female-run brand. But not all girls are about girl power. Not all girls are about, you know, fixing each other's crowns. Some of them just want to come and fucking kick the shit out of it and stomp it into the ground because they don't like that you're sparkling as much as you are. It makes me sad. It's really upsetting. But it also helps me keep in perspective that the girls that are like me, who do want to let everybody sit at their table and talk it out and, you know, do the nitty-gritty that we have to do to get to the good parts, you know, I appreciate them a million times more. Because finding girls who really do believe in that stuff is life-changing. Having girls like that that are in your corner and you're friends with them can be life-changing. Real women who want to build up and empower other women can change your whole life. Like, I can't even tell you how many real good girlfriends that I have that have helped me get through some of the worst shit that I ever hoped that I never would go through but did. You know what I mean? So I do want to say that unfortunately there's just sometimes you have to do the thing that sucks, and sometimes you have to do the fighting. Sometimes, you know, you have to remember that you're worth sticking up for, even when you're sticking up for yourself. And I've lost a lot of friends because they weren't really my friends. They were people who, whenever I was being bullied, they wanted me to just shut up and take it. Just let her do that. Let her abuse you. Like, why are you making a big deal out of it? Why are you, what do you mean? Like, not just last year when an entire group of pinups was trying to cancel me, I lost some more friends because, again, I was being attacked for no reason, had done nothing wrong, had people coming for me, and when I was like, no, stay in your lane. You need to stay in your lane. Way over there, because I'm not driving down this road anymore. I picked a different road a long time ago because I didn't like this type of bullshit, this immaturity, this cattiness. And there's some people that are just like, no, you just need to shut up and let them treat you that way because that's how they validate themselves, abusing other people. And because you're talking out against it, I don't like that. I don't want to have to hear about it. Like, I don't want to see it. Like, you just need to shut up and let them do their thing and then they'll be over it. And it's like, no, you know, that's not how it works. So, unfortunately, you know, some people just, some girls just, they're never going to change, and it's okay to cut them off. You know, if they don't want you to help them fix their crown when they need it fixed, then just let them go. Just let them continue on. That's gonna be it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. I don't know, hopefully all the story times helped you learn something. I'm going to be posting a new video. It's actually already up on my page, so you should go watch it, about issues in influencing. It's going to be a new segment. I think that it's really important for influencers to be transparent with their followers, so their followers know that they are somebody that you can trust and you can get real knowledge from. And I also am making it because I want younger influencers to know that they have a right to stick up for themselves when they come across brands that want to abuse and you know, just take advantage of and also abuse consumers out there with the, you know, as influencers, people trust us. They believe us. When we tell you this product is awesome, you know, you want to go buy it. You're like, so-and-so who I trust said this is the bomb, and now I want to try it. And brands will take advantage of that trust that we have with you guys, and I'm not okay with it. And so I think that it's important that I talk about it. So I'll link it below. The CBD company took down the review, so if you guys want to see the real tea about what went on, you're gonna have to check out my Facebook group. It's attached to my page. Also, there's a link below to join the Doll Fam Facebook group so you can see the real nitty-gritty. Watch the video. And you know, girl power is a strong thing, but it also can hurt a lot of people. So when you see another female lashing out at, bullying, abusing, don't be afraid to say, hey, that's not how we do things. And if you're the one that's behaving that way, it's okay to stop and apologize. Like, we're human, we're gonna fuck up, we're gonna have days, and sometimes we're not our best, and sometimes we make bad choices. And I think it's really important that we have self-awareness and self-reflection, and if you mess up, apologize. I'll be the first person to forgive you, but really apologize and really change and really mean it, because that's the only time it actually matters. Doesn't matter if you're just like, okay, I'm so sorry, are you over it now? Like, that's not a real apology. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our sponsors below because they are super, super rad. The Pinned Up Doll is going to be putting out a new pinup surprise box soon because her summer one has come to a close. So you'll want to be able to jump over to her Facebook page and keep up to date with what she's doing. Be sure that you guys buy your CBD products from a trusted place. If you do not know about CBD or you really need to ask questions, be sure to check out our other sponsor who knows everything about it. She can also get you what you need sent straight to your door. So be sure to check out Herbal Equipment and Distributions below. If you're looking for any of your head shop needs, such as Kratom and CBD products, if you want to know what is safe to take, what it does for you, be sure to email them because they can answer all of your questions. If you want to relax, you better be getting your CBD bath bombs from Fizzy Treats, also below. If you want to know some really cool people and see some of the most beautiful chickie poos on the internet, be sure to check out Forever Above Me. They are kin to the Doll Fam, and they are all about positivity, light, love, and kindness. I absolutely love them. And don't forget to get your subscriptions from Kulture, Deluxe, and Old School Rodz and help keep modern day print alive. Yes, so I love your faces. I love your faces, and remember, these are the days that fill your week, so make them as amazing as you are. Okay? Keep shining, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye!